Okay, I'm gonna step through this game that we put together, me and AB, for prototype 3. Kind of some key ideas here is that there are two levels that have been designed. In the first level, we implement a level design suggestion from the paper that we read for reading 3. Um, what we implement is a guidance technique. We use these collectible coin objects that guide the player in the correct direction. Kind of similar to the Super Mario example where they jump down, even though it looks like they can't land, but there's a coin trail. We do something similar here where there's a moving platform that isn't always visible, but these coins indicate to the player that probably there's a way to get up there. So with that being said, I'm going to just play through this first round, um, talk about some of the code associated with it, and then pass it on to AB for the second level. So this is the first level. The coins kind of guide the player where to go. They're going to end up going this way, collecting those coins. Move my mouse out of the way. Whoops. There we go. And the player works himself to this side of the game. Gets past these enemies. Well, that's close. And then there's this clickable button, and this will actually take us to the next level. And so kind of some key insights here as I step through the code. I'm going to focus mostly on the level design suggestion that we implemented. And so that's mostly with this coin object here. Pretty much we create this coin node. It has an animated sprite. We use this, and this gives it kind of like an animation. A collision shape. This allows us to determine whether or not the player has collided with the object. And then obviously we deal with that with some logic in the script, which we'll look at. There's the pickup sound, it's just kind of like a ding, indicating that the coin has been picked up. And then yeah, we play that animation for the coin animation kind of visual. So let's kind of dig into the script, which actually isn't that difficult. Pretty much what we do is when there's a collision between the player and the coin, what we do is we add money. We keep track of how many coins the player has collected, and so we increment that. And then additionally, we play the pickup sound, and that actually is the sound that plays when the coin is picked up. Couple other things going on. We have this big level 1 scene, or I guess node rather. And this kind of has everything. This has the game manager that deals with the money count. I guess I can quickly open that up. Pretty much it just displays the amount of money, which gets incremented when the coin is picked up. We have the tile map, and that's all of the tiles that we use in the game. We have the player with the camera attached. We see that the camera kind of follows the player as he moves across the board. That's with that camera. Obviously, there's some logic for the player. I could go to the scripts, player.gd, and we deal with just kind of like the physics, whether or not they're on the floor. We play specific animations. So pretty much if they're not moving, it's the idle animation. Otherwise, we play the run animation. Otherwise, if they're not on the floor, that means they're jumping, and so we play the jump animation. We deal with the actual player movement. Other than that, we have the kill zone. This is used when the player falls out of bounds or if they step on a slime, which we actually didn't look at, so maybe let me do that really quick. We see that if the player hits one of these enemies, they actually die, and they get reset back to the beginning. Yep, we have the coins, obviously, the slimes. We have the button that takes us to the level 2. Let me see if I can find the script for that. Yeah, pretty much when we press that button, it takes us to level 2. We have a coin objects, a slime object. Yeah, that's pretty much it for level 1. So I'm going to pass this on to AB now to look at level 2. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ebenezer or AB, and I'll be walking us through the second level of our game. So before that, let's finish off what we started. So this is the first level. So we were here in the first level and we click this button. So that immediately transports the player into this second level, which is more stony, more less earthy. So that's the first sign that the player has that this is a new level. and it's implemented as a new scene as well. And they also see that there's coins on either side, so there's this level of branching involved here. So there's branching level design that takes them either to the left or to the right. Let's continue to go to the left first, and this is where they see this orange lava here, orange liquid here that looks like lava. So there's also a drawbridge that they can safely cross. So this is an example of foreshadowing that we implemented in our game. So we're safely introducing the player to this lava texture that might come in as a prominent object later on in the game. So that's an example of foreshadowing. So the player now continues to go to the left. They could have gone up, so that's another example of branching. There's another example of branching here as well. So they can continue to go left, get some coins, or they could have gone down. So once they collect these coins, so they're pursued to go left, or the desire to go left is heightened because there's an enemy over there, and there's also coins over there on the left. But there's also coins down here, so that entices the player to go down here as well. And there's also enemies, so that's an example of guidance being implemented here. And here they're met with some more lava, so that's where the foreshadowing comes in. But this one doesn't have a bridge, but there's still a coin here, which suggests that there's some way to obtain it, and that's where this platform things come in. So this is how the lava kills the player. They'll learn that the hard way. Let's go back and reach the end of that moving platform. Okay, let's see what this takes us. So this takes us to this like almost mini safe haven. So that's another implementation of level design, just to catch their breath. But there's still coins here and there that suggest that there's more to come. And once they reach that end path, I'm just gonna walk us there. That's where they'll see these set of coins. That's where they'll be rewarded. And in the middle of all of that, they might die because they'll fall in the lava. So that's the new thing that we introduced in this game. The big new thing is that there's lava, and it's foreshadowed here at the start of the game. Another big thing is that the platforms move horizontally instead of just vertically now. That's another implementation, but most of the stuff that you might have noticed gets repeated from level 1. Most of the animations are the same, like the slime animations and so on, but the one big difference also is in the button that transports us to the second level. So that's actually part of the level 1 scene. There's this button, and it has this signal that's being called when the player presses the button, and that's where this piece of code comes in, and it just changes the scene to the scene that's attached to this file, which is level 2. But the only other difference is in the tiles that we used here, a different combination of tiles than the first level. Here it's more stony, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.